Good afternoon, everyone, and good morning and good evening. I am Marnie G., the chair of the AFCI's Board of Directors and also the BC Film Commission based in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm thrilled to welcome everyone here attending both in person and online to AFCI's second annual Global Film Commission Network Summit presented in partnership with the Marché du Film. The Marché du Film is a seminal destination for the global production community, uniting individuals from across the globe as they converge to celebrate the art of storytelling at the Cannes International Film Festival. We applaud the Marché's commitment to film commissions around the world to recognize that a recognition that highlights the importance of film commissions bringing and what they do to enable and support productions globally. The power of storytelling is something that unites us as a global organization with over 300 members from 6 continents and 6 countries representing city, state, regional, provincial, and national film commissions. The AFCI's mission is to unite the production community and foster the ability to create unique stories and share diverse perspectives. Today you will see how the collaborative effort of all sectors of the industry can provide opportunity, economic prosperity, cultural celebration, and promote and foster career development and growth in the motion picture sector. Today, during the AFCI Summit, we will also launch the latest best practice in screen tourism development document. Created in collaboration with SetJetters, this is a first of its kind playbook highlighting recommended steps for film commissions, studios, and producers, government offices, tourism agencies, and public entities may take to develop viable, economically sustainable film tourism practices. This document is now live on our website. We are also pleased to be celebrating our 50th anniversary, initiated as a membership organization to enable film commissions and film commissioners to network and learn from each other. We've expanded both our vision and recognition of the valued partnership with all entities of the community. We also invite everyone to join us in celebrating our 50th anniversary this year at the AFCI Symposium hosted by Film Cincinnati, September 15th to 18th. And on that note, we're going to get started with our exciting summit. We'll have 4 panel presentations over the next 3 hours. Our first session will be moderated by Luke Azevedo, CEO of Edmonton Screen, and on our AFCI board as first vice chair. Thank you. Thank you, Amazon. Enjoy and welcome Luke and our esteemed panelists.
Good afternoon. Just like to start this off by having our panelists introduce themselves and talk about, just introduce the region or the organization that you represent. And why don't we start with you?
Hi, my name is Ruriko Sekine. I'm a Secretary General of Japan Film Commission. We are a national film commission, but also the network group of the 135 regional film commissions. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Bavi Yassin. I'm the founder and chairperson of Kurdistan Film Commission Slemani, which is a semi-autonomous region in the north of Iraq. And we are very newly established since last year. This is our first time at Cannes. We are at Cannes where we launched the Film Commission and the very first film fund in Kurdistan as well.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you, AFCI, for the invitation. My name is Daniel Celli. I'm in charge of Rio de Janeiro's Film Commission, Rio Film Commission, which is the film commission that represents Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I'm very happy to be here and share in some minutes thoughts with you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melissa Hoyer. I am the Principal of Economic Development Policy at Amazon MGM Studios for Europe, and I'm an advisory board member of AFCI.
Good afternoon. I'm Kristen Schlottman. I am the president and CEO of Film Cincinnati, and we are very excited to be hosting this year's symposium in Cincinnati in September. I see all of you there.
So we'll start this off with Daniel and Bavi. So you both connected with AFCI during the initial stages of establishing your office. You talk a little bit about how you did this and your first, what you learned about AFCI, and then the value that AFCI brought to your development of the office.
It's first of all, it's great. It's AFCI. It's always we have always thought that AFCI is very important, very strategic to be a member of AFCI, and as Rio de Janeiro is an international destination for productions worldwide. It is for us very important to be at AFCI. And the first moment we did, yes, we must be part of it and share experiences and problems and things with other film commissioners. This is very good, and to be there in the catalog, to have it disposed on for the producers, it's great, and it's a great community. It's a very warm community, and thank you.
Well, in the beginning, I was researching about if we were going to be a film commission, what should we do? And the very first things that you come across is you must be, you should be, it's a must to be a member of AFCI because it gives you the prestige, it gives you the connection, it gives you the network to do what a film commission should do, must do. So I right away started contacting AFCI, and I think I bombarded Marge with my emails from 1 o'clock midnight until the next day, and she was always there to get back to me. So I thank her for that. And one more thing that is also very, very important is that as a very small nation, we are a very small nation in the Middle East, which is Kurdistan, and for a small nation to be put on the film industry map, it is very, very important to do it the right way, which is being members of respectable associations, to follow the rules, to do it right. So we put ourselves out there because we've been underrepresented throughout our entire history, and to put Kurdistan out there, Kurdish stories out there, it is not just about the locations, but it's about this entire community, and AFCI gave us that. So that's why it was the very first step to take when we started the Film Commission.
Thank you for that. Next question's for Rico and Kristen. You both had long established careers in your area and running your offices and promoting your regions. So how does the membership with AFCI help you and what to support you, and what does it bring to the table for you?
Okay. Actually, the Japan Film Commission was established in 2009. And as I told you, this, of course, the National Film Commission, but also the over 100 regional film commissions network. So it's a very similar organization of the AFCI. So we are learning from the AFCI a lot, and we are holding a lot of the events like the human resources, like the training. And we have the fundamental and skills ups. All the information is learning from the AFCI, and also we are hosting the locations fair. We call the location fair, which is very close to the locations trade shows. Remember, AFCI used to have it. So we are learning, and also. Our the application and also the bylaw is very following the AFCI. So we are learning a lot, and we need to get the information because it's better to the Japanese people Japanese Film Commission should be the member of the AFCI, but it's very hard to because the language program. So that's why we are replacing the program to the Japanese way. So we are learning a lot. So
you're saying that our chair should learn Japanese wherever she is there? Yeah. Okay. Kristen.
For me, I've been a film commissioner for almost 27 years. We were one of the oldest running film commissions. We were founded in 1987, and we were one of the first film commissions to cross state lines, but we were also the first to be set up as a 501c3, which now many are modeled after. But as a member of this association, it allowed us the opportunity to see what other US states were doing, but more importantly, what people were doing around the world, because as movies need to chase tax credits or make the best financial deal that it can. It allows us to understand what everyone else is doing, and that's incredibly beneficial. And it also lets us share practice. And I think this industry is changing right before our eyes, and understanding that cadence and what people are doing around the world is really important to stay ahead of it.
So on that note, Melissa, you know, as working in the studio systems, you meet a lot of film commissions around the world, and you have to connect with them and understand what they're going through and the changes and how it's being affected. So how's AFCI helped your connection and understanding of film commissions and what we do and how we can be helpful to the studios?
Yeah, absolutely. So film commissioners and film commissions are indispensable resources to studios on the ground. They are subject matter experts in their region. They are the connective tissue between the industry and the communities that we film in and work in and their governments. They're incredible advocates to their governments for the industry, and they are incredible advocates for their regions to the industry. So it's just, you know, film commissions are critical to the work we do, and AFCI has really created a mechanism for us to be able to connect with film commissions in a way that has democratized that a bit, right? Like, different film commissions have different legacies, have different resources, and have different abilities to travel to things like Cannes and Berlinale and Focus. And so the ability to be given the resources and best practices to both reach studios, as well as how to structure a film commission, how to market your region, what's really important, what are the trends, what are other film commissions doing, and just having each other as a resource for film commissions to lean on each other. You know, I see what an amazing community AFCI has built amongst the film commissions, and for myself, you know, other execs at studios who do the same work that I do, us being able to speak and talk about our experiences. AFCI has just been an incredible connector of the industry in that way, and it's been, you know, it's been an incredibly valuable relationship and investment for Amazon MGM Studios, for sure.
Thank you for that. You know, for those that don't know, there's AFCI University. There's the connectivity that we have across the globe that allows us to share information, best practices, and be there to support each other. So I think that becomes part of it. And you know, different sizes of commissions throughout the world, we're going to have different knowledge base and different capacities. So I think that becomes a really important thing to be able to share. Rico, as the co-president of AFC Net, the regional network for the Asian film commissions, what has been the benefit of collaboration between AFCI and that organization?
Yeah, actually, the AFCNet was founded 2004, and the Sound Film Commission is the strong leadership, so has a strong leadership. So all the members are leaning on their everything. They are funding a lot of the further networking, but actually it's the AFCNet is like, you know, more networking with and sharing the information around the Asia, because each country is a different condition. So, but it's very much different from the European, the American, because the most of the Asian Film Commission was established like after 2000, Europe 2000. So it's kind of brand new. So we are making, like, sharing and making the own, you know, I don't know the language, and you know, and then we trying to what is it? So AFCI is like a leadership. So, but we need to get the connection with of course, the industry of the whole world, all over the world. So FCI helps a lot of the connection with us. So it's very important to collaborate with the FCI or European Film Commission Network or something like that. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So Bobby and Daniel, starting out a new film commission is like drinking from the fire hose. What have you been able to reach out to and access information-wise and knowledge-wise that's helped you kind of move these things forward?
it is to start a film commission. It is definitely something hard to do. We depend on political commitment and information. It's not hard to find, but AFCI promote us and give us precise information. Not just on the materials, but now those last years on the discussions and these exchanges are very rich between film commissions. And I always think we run similar public policies, but and very similar. The services are similar, but with different strategies. And we can share strategies as well in AFCI. That's it's been great and great experience, and I hope to stay with you together for a long time.
I think it's important that as we learn, we start to mentor others and put ourselves in a position where we can share information.
Well, I think my experience is probably similar as him, but in my region, it started with using what AFCI did. It is so respectable and so well established that I almost printed everything on the website when I went and lobbied for the establishment of the Film Commission, because that was the start. That was the important point for my people to see that we are a country rich in oil, and to see beyond oil, that there is this very big industry that we can be part of, and it is important for us to be members in respectable association and organizations. And so AFCI helped me to get that go and green light for us to do this. And so that's why I cherish every single moment for us to be with AFCI. I always go back to the website, to all the events that AFCI organizes, because that is truly where the knowledge is, and where not just a matter of bylaw and set of rules. No, it is just us together trying to work together. And I'm also a very firm believer that film commissions can work together. It is not just about a competition of I'm selling my locations and incentives and you do the same, but it goes beyond that. And I think Film Commission also evolved, really. It is not just about film, it's about the entire event audiovisual sector. It's really, really growing. And we've seen this during the AFCI week, that we were exchanging ideas, not just about film, but about events, about concerts, about the entire entertainment industry. And for us to be able to work on that level among film commissions together, it is really eye-opening. And I'm really looking forward for us to do that. So,
It's a great point. I think as we start to see the transitions technologically, we start to see the change in how production is being done globally, it puts us in a position where we have to share. I think the umbrella now is the creative economy, and how do we address that with all of the verticals underneath it. So I think that's super important. Melissa, you've been kind enough to join the advisory board of AFCI recently. What kind of elements of AFCI are you excited to help nurture as the organization steps into the next 50 years?
Yeah, so I think, as I mentioned earlier, one of the things that I've really enjoyed learning about AFCI is and what I think is great about AFCI is the work that's been done to kind of democratize access among the film commissions to studios, to elevate and promote new film commission programs, dynamic and new filming locations, and really giving them a voice and the tools to understand how to best promote their region. As an advisory board member, I think one of the best things that I can do is I'm, every single day around production executives who are making a million decisions about where our productions are going to go, what the budget's going to look like, what they need, what they're prioritizing. And I have a lot of access because of AFCI to information about where, whether the creative calls for it or the infrastructure needed for their production. I have a lot of information because of AFCI about places where productions can go. But I think one of the things that I'd like to take a step further in my role as an advisory board member is to create a mechanism to further the democratization, right? Just because you don't, like, if you have a limited budget and you don't want to spend all of it on a really fancy website that is, you know, perfectly translated into many languages, like, I think there is a way that AFCI can develop mechanisms that can help democratize the promotion and sharing of information about locations for all of its members in a way that kind of put them on a level playing field. And I think that would be a really great thing that AFCI could do.
It's a great point. We've talked about it for the last couple of years, and how do we establish, you know, that central repository of information that can be accessed, and at the same time supporting the film commissions where that's part of their work. So it's an inclusive piece, and they can still participate. So great point. Kristen. So your office, Film Cincinnati, is about to host AFCI's Cineposium conference taking place in September. Super excited about that. What inspired you to host the event during the 50th anniversary year, which is kind of a dual thing going?
You're afraid about what I'm going to say, aren't you?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No, I mean, there's two reasons that we wanted to host the 50th anniversary. The first reason is with, you know, coming off the heels of COVID and then the strikes, and it's really understanding that we're economic development agencies and finding ways to diversify how we can impact our economy. And one of those ways was potentially hosting a international film conference in Cincinnati. And then you were so lucky to award us that opportunity. And then after that, we also put our name in the hat to host the Sundance Film Festival for a 10-year contract. And we made it just shy of the finish. But just finding ways to figure out how can I impact my economy, how can I create opportunities for locals, how can I continue to develop this workforce in ways that are meaningful. And so that was the first reason. And the second reason is sort of ridiculous, but I just had a romantic idea because the woman that hired me was one of the founding members of the AFCI, and she was on the board of the AFCI initially. She's since passed away. And I thought, you know, if I'm going to give back to this association in a meaningful way, then I really wanted to do something, you know, more profound than, say, you know, attend meetings and sit on panels, but really do something that maybe could be fortuitous for the organization with programming and curation, but also just be something really exciting. And it's 50 years of this association, and we're so excited to celebrate it. And we're going to celebrate it with extraordinary guests and with extraordinary programs. And I think it's going to be the greatest symposium you've ever seen.
Looking forward to it. Nice work. So, you know, overall, the AFCI is an inclusive organization. We have a global presence. The information that's gathered and shared through this organization is unlike anything you'll find anywhere else. So, you know, being a member of this organization not only represents your area, but puts you in a better position to have the knowledge bases. You're promoting your area globally. So it's super important for as many as groups as possible to be part of this. We represent over 300 film commissions globally. So we have that global perspective. And then we look at it from a local perspective as well on what you're doing for your region. So super important to be involved. I want to thank our panelists for taking part in this morning and or this afternoon or this evening, depending where you're watching it from. And thank you very much.
We just have a short video from Film Cincinnati as a sizzle reel for Cineposium. So please stay.
Calling all creators. Cincinnati's been waiting for you. Directors, producers, actors, cinema enthusiasts alike. We don't want you to be our guests because you belong here. Better yet, this city was made just for you. A motherland for movie makers, if you will. They say home is where the heart is, but when you're an artist, there's no question that home is really where the art is. So make yourself comfortable. See here, history echoes through the halls of our iconic theaters. Magic moves within our legendary museums. Our galleries give life in the same moments that take your breath away. Our stages set the stage for viewers to be amazed to the point they have to come back for more. This much excellence can only be consumed in stages. Our city carries herself as a queen, a true embodiment of royalty. Her reign is one of integrity and diversity, freedom and impact, community and collaboration. She has an expansive vision for her kingdom, which means you forever have a place where you can grow. Film is embedded into the fabric of who we are. Our entire region is a series of giant life-size movie sets that steal the show. No, the Midwest is not the West Coast, but nothing about this West is mid, a collection of creatives powered by curiosity, meaning it's time to phone home, to a place where you may have never been, but were always meant to be.